Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit LIONS fans. Let's get to the news. All right, Lions fans, buckle up because the rumors swirling around the league right now are nothing short of game-changing, and they could very well reshape the NFC North for years to come. At the heart of these whispers is Patrick "Certain," one of the most talented cornerbacks in the league today, currently starring for the Denver Broncos. And the buzz is that Detroit might be on the verge of making a bold move, trading a first-round pick in the 2026 draft in exchange for "Certain." That's right, a serious move that could elevate this team to a new level defensively, especially in the secondary, which has been a bit of a work in progress this season. Let's break down what makes "Certain" such a hot commodity right now. He's not just any cornerback. He's a Pro Bowler in 2024 and is ranked among the top 10 players in the NFL Top 100 for 2025. His impact on defenses is already evident, and if he joins Detroit, he would instantly upgrade the secondary, giving the Lions a shutdown man-to-man corner that can neutralize even the most elite receivers. And we all know how much Detroit's secondary has struggled at times, especially with injuries and consistency issues. Adding "Certain" to the mix, along with Terrion Arnold, who's just coming back from IR, could be a game-changer. Arnold's return is crucial because it shores up the back end, making the defense more resilient and capable of forcing turnovers, which is always key for the Lions' playoff push. But why would Denver consider such a move? Well, there are some interesting angles here. The Broncos are currently sitting at an 8-2 record, but their cap situation is tight, only about $3 million in available space as of late November, according to Over the Cap. Plus, they're likely looking ahead to the future, trying to free up cap space and draft capital to rebuild around their core. They might see the Lions' first-round pick in 2026 as a valuable asset to accelerate their roster rebuild, especially post-Bo Nix era, as they explore options to bolster their offense and defense. The idea of trading "Certain" isn't just about cap relief. It's a strategic move to gather more assets for a roster that's been somewhat inconsistent this season. Now, the timing of this rumor is interesting. It's gaining momentum after the NFL trade deadline on November 4th, which often serves as a catalyst for blockbuster deals. Historically, big trades like this, similar to the Gonzalez deal that boosted the Patriots' defense in 2024, have the potential to shake up the entire division. "Certain"'s addition to Detroit could be exactly what the Lions need to push their defense from good to elite. His stats in 2025 are nothing short of impressive. 30 solo tackles, 8 assists, 38 combined tackles, 2 interceptions, 6 pass deflections, and a coverage grade of 85.0, which puts him among the top 8 cornerbacks in the league. His EPA per target is 35, and his PFF grade is an outstanding 88.0. He's been durable, playing around 95 snaps per game without any significant injuries this season. And his career stats include over 150 tackles, 12 interceptions, and 2 Pro Bowl nods. What makes "Certain" such a perfect fit for Detroit is not just his individual talent, but how he can elevate the entire team. His presence on the field is like a wall, a true shutdown corner that can lock down the opponent's top receiver, like DK Metcalf, and force errors. When paired with Arnold, who's known for his aggressive coverage and knack for creating turnovers, Detroit's secondary could transform into one of the league's most formidable units. And that, my friends, is exactly what you want when chasing a Super Bowl, a defense that can turn the tide with turnovers and make life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. From a strategic standpoint, this move would allow Detroit to focus more on forcing turnovers, which has been a strength this season but could be taken to another level with a player like "Certain." His ability to shut down top receivers means the Lions can play more aggressively in man coverage, knowing they have a lockdown corner who can handle the best of the best. This, in turn, would give Goff more time and space on offense, as the defense's improved performance would keep opponents off the field longer, leading to more scoring opportunities. The potential for an uptick in possessions and points per game is huge, especially considering how efficient Detroit's offense has been this season. And don't forget the broader implications here. The Lions are currently sitting at 6-3, and their defense is holding opponents to just 22. 2 points per game, a solid number, but one that could be better with a player of Certain's caliber. Adding him could boost the Lions' interception total by 5 or more and increase turnovers overall, which statistically can be worth a win or two in the postseason. Plus, with his ability to match up against the league's best receivers, Detroit's defense could become a nightmare for offenses, especially in critical third-down situations. His man-to-man coverage would neutralize premier WRs like Metcalf, who's known for his yards after catch, with opposition yards allowed at -1. 2 YAC against him, that's shutdown coverage at its finest. The impact on the offense would be equally significant. With Certain locking down one side of the field, Goff can focus more on his reads and distribution, gaining an extra 4 minutes of possession per game, which is enormous over the course of a season. This would help Detroit control the clock more effectively, wear down opponents, and open up the run game even more. The ripple effect could be a reduction of around 130 aerial yards allowed per game, based on historical data of Certain's impact with the Broncos in 2024, where he forced 150 turnovers and contributed to a defense that's been among the league's best at creating chaos. Now, looking at the big picture, if Detroit pulls the trigger on this trade, the odds of winning the Super Bowl could see a notable jump. Currently, Vegas odds have Detroit at around +900, but with Certain in the fold, projections suggest those odds could improve to +600, a huge swing that reflects the added defensive strength and playoff potential. Data-driven simulations show that with Certain, Detroit's chances of winning the division and making a deep playoff run increase by around 17%, positioning them as serious contenders to challenge the Chiefs, +600 odds. It's a move that could set the Lions up not just for a playoff push, but for a real shot at a Super Bowl appearance, especially with the defense playing at a championship level. Of course, all these rumors come with caveats. The Broncos are known for being cautious with cap space and roster moves, but if they're serious about rebuilding and looking for future assets, Certain II could be the perfect piece to help Detroit close the gap to the top of the NFC. The Lions, with a cap space of roughly $18 million, have the financial flexibility to absorb his contract, and with Arnold's return and the addition of Certain, their secondary would be arguably the best in the league. This would not only bolster their chances this season, but also set them up for sustained success in the coming years, creating a defensive backbone that can anchor a potential dynasty. So, Detroit fans, this is the kind of move that can redefine a franchise. It's not just about adding a star, it's about making a statement that the Lions are not here to just compete, they're here to dominate. The combination of Goff's offensive prowess and a lockdown defense featuring Certain II could be the perfect storm for a Super Bowl run. The question now is whether the Lions front office is willing to pull the trigger on such a bold move, and if so, how quickly we'll see this deal come together. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, if Detroit manages to land Certain II, it would be a statement to the entire league that they're all in for a Super Bowl push. The NFC North is already a competitive division with the Vikings, Packers, and Bears each trying to find their footing. But with a corner like Certain, Detroit could turn the division into their playground. It's a move that screams championship ambition, and it's no exaggeration to say that fans should be excited about the potential of this defense transforming into one of the league's most feared units. And let's not forget, the Lions have been building steadily over the past few seasons, and this could be the piece that cements their status as a true contender. With Jared Goff leading the offense, which has been firing on all cylinders, and a defense that's about to get a major boost, the sky's the limit. This kind of move could also have ripple effects across the league, prompting other teams to consider bold trades and strategic moves to keep pace. In the end, whether this trade materializes or not, the buzz alone shows how serious Detroit is about competing at the highest level. Certain II's talent, combined with the Lions' current trajectory, makes this a compelling storyline to follow as the season unfolds. Fans should be prepared for some fireworks, because if this deal happens, it's going to be one of the most talked-about moves in recent NFL history. The Lions are aiming high, and with a little bit of luck and strategic maneuvering, they could be on the verge of something special, a true Super Bowl chase that could go down as one of the franchise's greatest eras. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news.